so y'all better kick. I got big dreams, you walk talk. When I walk, that's that big drip. Ay, when I slide, they get blocked, now they pissed off. Like I really give a I got big sauce, so y'all better catch up.
Welcome, man. We are back cracking for another one. You already know, man. It's your boy. It's going down, man. It's been going down in these YouTube streets. So yeah, buckle up. I'm gonna need y'all to buckle up for the ride, man, because it's getting real nasty out here, man. Today we got Wack 100, and man, summertime is creeping up, man. You gotta stay hydrated. Yeah, man, we got Wack 100 and the whole Nispey Hussle drama resurfacing again. Now, if y'all don't know, let me inform you real quick. So a while back, Wack 100 was receiving slack for stating that there was a video out, floating around of Nipsey, with one of his partners and his baby mama all doing a little, freak off or whatever the case is, whatever you want to call it. Now, we don't know how true it is or how credible it is, but a lot of the times when Wack speak on something, man, I mean, it's not too many times it's not too many times that he's been proven to be lying. Now, I'm not saying that he ain't never lied, but a lot of the times when he said he got the, when he got the content, a lot of times he got the content. Now, obviously, if you're a fan of Nipsey like I am, we don't want to believe nothing like that. We want to hold him up in the highest regard. And plus, the man is deceased, so we got to let him rest, But apparently, man, it's a lot of drama, and and that rabbit hole actually gets deeper, because he was actually speaking when he was talking to Charleston White recently, when they met up and did an interview together. It came up that, Lauren London might have been, getting smacked. I'm not talking about abuse smack. I'm talking about she was getting, Diddy was hitting that. Now, I ain't saying that that's what happened. But what I am saying, though, that's what Wack and Charleston were talking about. That came up in a conversation. Now, do with that what you will, but without further ado, man, let's go ahead and get into this content, man. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Let's go. All right, man. 5, 4, 3, 2.
Wack 100 is getting some backlash for.
Damn. So y'all probably wasn't hearing me that whole time. Okay, hold up. Damn. So, was y'all hearing me that whole time? Let me see. Yo. Okay, so y'all was hearing me then. Okay, cool. Yeah. So let's go. Now I can hear in my headphones.
Comments he made about Nipsey Hussle and Lauren London. This is one of those examples where a lot of us is probably thinking what Wack is thinking, but a lot of content creators probably won't say it or make a video about it because we got love for certain people or we're terrified of certain people. It's usually expected if you make content about certain people, you're going to get calls from certain people and it's not going to be good. Wack 100, which is why a lot of people go to Wack 100 for West Coast news, because Wack 100 is going to say what's on his mind. He's well connected. He has his crew. He's not really terrified of the threats that, let's say, Flacco will be terrified of. While on Clubhouse, Wack 100 brought up the fact that Lauren London was mentioned during the Diddy trials, but nobody was talking about it.
Lauren London and Cassie's best friends.
Is she?
Literally doing interviews saying, Laura's the one introduced me to Diddy.
Shut up. Are you for real?
Sitting here acting like y'all don't see what's going on. Everybody, because they don't want to say, damn, Wack called it.
Wack is correct in the sense of there was some politicking going on. I mean, a lot of us seen Lauren London was brought up at Diddy trial as Cassie's best friend, but because we got so much love for Nipsey and Lauren, that we sort of just ignored it to kind of, Lauren has gone through enough. Nobody want to pile on to it.
Exactly.
But if Lauren was anybody else, if Lauren was, let's say, Megan Thee Stallion, God forbid Megan Thee Stallion name got brought up in any fashion, as Cassie's best friend, as Cassie's homie, at all during that trial. There will be videos like mine, 30-minute breakdowns of Megan Thee Stallion. There will be IG Shade Room, but a lot of people was quiet about it. Now, Wack 100, when he says, you're going to act like I haven't been speaking about it, he's referring to the Nipsey Hussle tape. For the last couple of years, Wack 100 has openly talked about this Nipsey Hussle tape that he says is Nipsey Hussle on camera engaging in a threesome with another man and a woman. Wack will say that woman is Nipsey Hussle's baby mama. Wack will say that he's been the only force that's been stopping that tape from coming out.
But to be fair, then you started kind of going hard at Nipsey. You said that there's a gay tape and like that.
Well, I wouldn't say go that far to say that, but because like, bro, you gotta think about it. That tape was probably when Nipsey was like super young, or not super young, but like he was young or whatever the case is. We don't know what age. And then we're not gonna sit here and act like the bro, you ain't never smacked a chick with your bros. Like, come on, bro. We all did it at some point in time. Now I don't know about like, cause what they were talking about in the video, you know, I'm not saying that that's cool now. I wouldn't do no shit like that. But in my younger days, like when I was, you know, back in high school and shit like that, like, yeah, we niggas did shit like that. Now we ain't, it's to us. We not, I don't know about hitting at the same time though. I don't know about all that. I ain't never did that. So I don't know. But I mean, whether or not this rumor is true, I mean, hey, let that's that man's sexual preference. He wanted, that's what he chose to do. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I don't got no say so in it. I don't got no dog in the fight. You know, that's that man's business. But if it is true though, woo, that's crazy. Let's go.
Yo, Vlad, one thing you better not never do is question what come out of my mouth. You worth a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
I got $5 million. You want to bet?
I know.
Hey,
I'm not going to bet you. I'm not going to bet you.
Okay, let's break it down to me some punk million. I got $1 million.
Okay.
Do you want to bet?
I'm not going to bet you.
Vlad, no. Because you said, right, and it didn't come out of my mouth. Hassan Campbell recorded the conversation and released it.
That's where it came out.
It's only because of me that the damn tape still ain't came out today. But anybody want to challenge me to these you notice that the first baby mama who's starring in these tapes has never one time said Wack 100 is lying. I didn't want it to come out. Hassan Campbell released it.
Right.
They asked me about it. Well, I come from a Paru, what you say once, you say twice. So when they ask me about it, what you want me to say?
My thing is, who was recording in the first place? And then two, who even like put the, you know, like put the tape on the market? Like who like, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Niggas is scandalous. That's the real prick in this whole situation. Who's recording the video and who even put the video out there for it to be shopped around and be floating around in the first place? And that gotta be, you know, somebody just trying to get some money. Extortion. But I mean, Nip ain't no longer here, so you can't extort him. But damn, like, why? Who would want to like just tarnish his image like that? Like, bro, damn, that's like scandalous. Shame on that nigga.
I didn't say it. I'm not finna do that. This is what it is. But Vlad.
Wack has been pretty vocal and open that these tapes exist, that he's been stopping it from coming out for years. But you will hear Vlad and others who are skeptical. So Wack is now saying, hold on, y'all called me a liar for years, right? You know, y'all try to make it seem like I was lying on this man. But now come to find out, there's some association and ties here to Diddy. Now, Wack is trying to make the connection with the Diddy freak-offs with the Nipsey tape. Not really make the connection, but claim, yo, if Lauren London was nearby or close to Cassie during this situation, then, you know, like what makes you think that, you know, she hasn't influenced Nipsey in a way? Now, I love Nipsey.
Now, that's a reach right there, bro. That's now you reaching. To say that, like you trying to correlate those two things, and make it seem like they're going together. Those are two different things, bro. That is way different. Like, no, we not gonna do that. I don't think Nip was at no freak offs and Lauren London. The one thing about Nipsey that I know is bro was like very headstrong. You know, when he was set on doing something, and you could see, not kind of, you could see that how his career played out. He was back then when he was 18 years old, 16 years old, he was talking about what he was gonna do. And by the time he reached 33, he had did damn near everything he said he was gonna do, and he still had shit that he said he was gonna do. So that let me know Nip was a headstrong kind of dude, and he wasn't easily influenced. And I just don't see Nip being into some shit like that. Like, nah, that's a reach, bro.
See, I don't want no problem with nobody involved with Nipsey, so
That's a reach.
I'm gonna keep my opinion to myself in regards to whether or not I believe these tapes actually exist.
Now, we talking about Lauren. She might have been in the freak offs. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? She come from a whole different background. She was already in it. She's been in the industry for a long time. Like, I think she was back in wasn't she in no, that was Megan Good. But yeah, that was Megan Good. But Lauren London, she's been in movies, and you know, she's been around for a long time, bro. Way before fucking the T.I. movie. Way before that movie even came out. She's been around in the industry. So if we talking about her being attending them freak offs, that's a little bit more believable than we talking about Nip. Come on, bro.
You would hear Wack 100 sort of call people out for staying quiet and not making the connection themselves on Clubhouse.
And why do you care so much, though?
Just with the other baby mama, but they.
Now that's crazy work right there.
Damn. Wack just woke it up that
crazy.
that Lauren London and Cassie have been like best friends, and that it was Lauren London who introduced Diddy to Cassie. Huh?
Lauren London introduced Diddy to Nipsey.
Oh, there we go. Other way. Sorry.
She entered, yeah. So you got to remember. Now you looking at what type of circle. Listen, that's his best friend. He didn't freak that too. Believe that.
Wack is correct in the sense of Cassie and Lauren London was really close. They were best friends. They did a lot of music together, spent a lot of time together.
Oh, but yeah, no. So it wasn't a movie that Lauren London was in the she was in the video with Pharrell. I forgot which one it was though, but she was in one of Pharrell's videos, bro. It was the one where he had the where he was at the house. It's one of my favorite songs too. I just can't think of the name on the spot though, but yeah, no, she was in that video, and the one with the where it had like the skateboard ramp and stuff like that in the house and everything. Like, yeah, no, she been around the industry for a long time, bro. So I can see her getting flipped. I could see her being into the freak offs and all that type of shit. Cause around that time, that was around that time where it was like the gatekeepers, and you know, that was before streaming and all this, and you know, all YouTube and everything like that. So
but if I'm being honest, that don't guarantee 100% that just because Cassie was in her bag, like getting absolutely violated, getting pissed on, all type of nonsense, that don't mean that Lauren London was partaking. Is Diddy the type of dude to try to ask Cassie to coerce Lauren London into a rendezvous with him and Cassie? Yes, Diddy looks like the type, but that don't mean that Lauren London went for it. Because Lauren London is from the West Coast. And one thing we know about West Coast women, bro, they're aggressive, they're loud, and they're vocal. And I don't feel like Lauren London would sit in the corner like how Cassie was and have golden shower rained upon her by random men. That don't really strike me as Lauren London's personality. But maybe it's because, again, I really had no idea who Lauren London was.
Now, you could say that. I understand where you're coming from, and that is true. You know, West Coast women are like that. You feel me? They're not going for the BS. But at the same time, though, you got to think about it. This is young and impressionable, Lauren London. These are when they was young. You know what I'm saying? And impressionable. They coming around, you know, stars and people with big money. You know, Diddy got big money. And then you got to think about it like this, too. Nigga, go over there on Figaro right now, bro. They be having females of all ages. I'm talking about underage and of the age to be out there, whatever the case is. So that I can't really put it past nobody. Even I don't give a damn where you from. Yeah, you know, because if that was the case, we wouldn't be having underage, you know, women walking a blade, and you know what I'm saying. So, or even just women walking a blade, period, like it is. You know what I'm saying. So, I wouldn't go as far to say that just because she's from the West Coast, she wouldn't be with that. With that, you know what I'm saying. You know, it's believable. I'm not saying she did. I don't want to disrespect that woman. I'm not saying that she did, but I'm saying it's believable, and I don't put nothing past nobody. That's what I am saying. Let's go.
For Lil Wayne or Nipsey Hussle, so I don't know her character, but just me imagining her as Nipsey Hussle's wife, it's just hard for me to imagine that Lauren London would partake in such a thing. But Wack is putting it out there, and this is why like Wack is special, because Wack is somebody who will say how he feels or say what a lot of people is thinking. I don't feel like Wack 100 is the only one who thinks this. I feel like there's a lot of other content creators or people who probably is, you know, giving Lauren London a side eye right now for, you know, for being brought up in the Diddy stuff, but they probably won't say it. Now, Wack 100 don't just stop at Nipsey Hussle. So, or Lauren London, he would also say that Nipsey Hussle
been involved in an accident that wasn't your fault? Yes. You're sitting on a massive payout and don't even know it.
You know, may have been somebody who engaged in free calls at some point, not with Diddy, but free calls of his own.
Lauren London and Cassie were best friends. Okay, so you're not gonna tell me her and Nipsey and whatever, or her and Diddy and all them ain't had their fun. You're not gonna tell me that. I'm not no fool. I'm looking at
I don't believe
Cassie
that, bro.
moving.
That's cap.
We understand what that is with Lauren, right? Even though y'all want to look at her like she, no, we ain't doing that. Obviously, Nipsey was into the freak offs.
Nah, we ain't gonna say that,
just
bro.
with the
You
other
reaching.
baby mama.
You reaching, bro. We're not gonna say that about the great Nip, you know what I'm
that her
saying?
and the
Nah,
best
bro,
friend
that's out.
didn't enjoy a time or two, maybe in the penthouse floor in the London Ritz somewhere. You just not gonna give me to believe it. I'm looking at living how he swinging.
Yeah.
Just gonna keep it real.
Yeah. You're not best friends, and you ain't did.
Y'all
But at this point, the whole industry would in.
I haven't seen the tapes. However, there are multiple people who have said this tape exists. Wack has said it, and other people have also said that it exists. I feel like the tapes would be the answer to that question. When Wack 100 says, obviously Nipsey Hussle was into the free calls, I feel like we won't know this until the tapes come out, or, you know, the tapes get confirmed or unconfirmed, right? Because if tapes do exist with the content that people is saying exists within those tapes, then one could probably say, yeah, all right, there is a correlation here between liking to watch people do certain things, liking to watch another man engage with a woman. But if the tapes don't exist, I don't know, right? But Wack says it exists, and a lot of other people who don't even like Wack, they've also said they've seen it and it exists. So I don't know. All right. Now, Wack 100 was on the Danza Project today, and Danza Project sort of confronted Wack 100 about these particular tapes. And Wack 100 asked Danza Project, just like he asked Vlad TV, to put up money that they don't exist.
Content, right? You do seem to have a lot of content. One of the, One of the ones that I'm very questionable about is this Nipsey Hussle video.
What about
I don't buy it.
Oh, you know, I got a little thing I do. I just tell you put some money up.
How much money you want me to put up?
Whatever you want to put up. How many you want to see? Is like about 15 different text messages, probably like 10, 12 videos. How many of them you want to see?
I mean, I got 5 on it.
5 what?
5 bands.
Per video?
Nah, hell no. I want to see if there's any truth to it. You believe it?
That ain't no question we trying to talk about nobody.
Hey, and I just thought about it though, but like shame on the nigga whoever recorded that and is trying to get, you know, extort it and you know, get money off of it, whatever the case is, off of this content, whatever. Because at the same time too, you gotta remember, Nipsey got a family, bro. he got sons, and he got a daughter most of all. So for a nigga to even think about even doing some shit like that, you scandalous as hell, homie. You scandalous, bro. That and God forbid that tape ever come out. Hopefully never come out because like, come on, bro. We in the age of the internet to where once you put it on the internet, it's forever there. And that man got a daughter, and that's his mom. I mean, and that daughter got a mom, which is supposedly the one in the video. Like, nah, bro. No. Come on now. Like that's thirsty activity, bro. So for whoever that nigga, the person that was, that got these tapes floating around, bro, that's so wrong on so many levels, my nigga, and selfish. But let's go.
Now, I done repeated it, so obviously I believe it.
So
Nigga,
listen,
I done went and repeated it, so obviously I
so here
believe
go
it.
the thing, right? This is real shit. Sometimes you gotta dissect certain things, right?
Yeah.
Now let me ask you a question. I told you who the players were in the video, right? I said it's a dude from Louisiana, Nip, and his baby mama, right? You think after all these years the baby mama wouldn't have stood up and said something if I was bullshit?
Hold on, y'all. This is crazy, though.
This is insane.
I know, damn.
Yeah.
To me, that's the biggest evidence that Wack 100 has in his favor. Because the baby mama is not somebody that's unknown. She's well known by a lot of people. And a lot of people got podcasts. If Wack 100 was lying, meaning if he made this up completely, this baby mama could have came on any podcast and said, that's cap, that's not true. A lot of people connected to her could have spoke for her and said, yo, she said that's cap, that's not true. I haven't heard that. Now, I haven't seen the video, so I can't vouch the video exists because I haven't seen it. But to me, that says a lot. If the baby mama name is being ran on various platforms, is being said on Vlad,
Well, what if
No
you just
Jumper,
don't care?
Academics, and she hasn't came out and said this is a lie, I feel like she's the one a lot of people have to wait on. If she don't come out, then you take that as that. But if she does come out, then you take that as that. You feel me? Or whatever she says. But it's hard to say Wack is capping or Wack is not telling the truth when the baby mama hasn't come out and her name is being said on every platform.
I don't know.
Come on, bro.
So when he said it, I said some about the character trying to explain some and my life been threatened.
Yeah, that's usually what happens when you speak on certain people, bro. All right, there's certain people in this city you can't speak on, you can't do content on. It's over with. All right, Charleston White life being threatened for mentioning this or bringing this up.
Yeah, like let the nigga rest, bro. Like let him rest in peace, my nigga. Like there's no reason why, whether he did it or not, it don't even matter. That man ain't alive to defend himself, to defend his honor, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, like whether his baby mama come out and speak on it, like she's not on the internet like that. Like I've seen her on the internet before, but she's not like, she don't have like a big presence on the internet. So it's like, okay, yeah, she probably don't even know that this is being spoken about on her. I'm pretty sure she's probably not that tuned in like that. Like, or even if she is, like, I ain't never seen her like heavy on the internet like that. Like, no, she just living her life. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, bro, let that man rest in peace. I don't even understand why this is even still. Well, I understand why it is being brought up because of the simple fact that her name got brought up. Lauren London name got brought up in the Diddy case. But come on, bro. That was no reason for you to bring up the whole supposable tape that you have of Nipsey. That has nothing to do with Lauren Leonard's name being brought up in court. I'm just saying.
I'm not surprised at all. Y'all let me know in the comment section. What do you?
Yeah, that's so janky to me. Like that's super janky. Let that man rest in peace, bro. Let's remember him for the shit that he did. Like as far as positive, ain't nobody perfect in this world. Don't nobody do everything right. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody do something that they ain't proud of, bro. Like, come on, let's just be real. So let that man live, bro. Or not live, but let him rest in peace, bro. And you gotta remember, he got kids, my nigga. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, how would you feel if somebody sitting up here speaking on your deceased parent, about some old shit, and you know what I'm saying, and talking about it's a tape of your father doing, like, come on, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that about their parent. Like, think about the kids. Forget the mama. Think about the kids, bro. You know how embarrassing that would be? Like, come on, bro. But with that being said, man, make sure y'all go ahead and like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hey, and stay tuned, because we got merch, you know, in the works, man. I'm doing, look, we finna level up the channel. We trying to get to 3K subs, man. Appreciate all y'all that be popping up, you know what I'm saying, giving y'all 2 cents, you know, and just commenting and interacting with the content, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all, whether you talking shit or you know, just giving your opinion on something, man. All is welcome. Make sure you go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna get at you on the next one. I'm gone.
Another day, another dollar. If you see me, better holla at your guala. Be in the moment, cause tomorrow ain't promised. If I gotta go get it, then I gotta. Yeah, I've been trying to get ahead, really gotta make a move, cause I'm only getting older, got to get this cake. Going 24 hours, I ain't even showered, doing everything I gotta do to be called great. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff, yeah. Won't be no stuff. Don't start no stuff, won't be no stuff. As I sat on the park bench while I struggle, my thoughts drift.